Okay, gang, Persian that they immersive winning to TeddyGreyOnStuff. Chaboni my sheepies, what's good? Today, hopefully you've just come from the Looney Blaze reaction. If you haven't, go check it out. I literally just did that one. And today we are checking out Singullar Beef. Obviously Looney spoke about it in his marathon freestyle.
Every single bar drip Singullar, rap circular, gonna beef Singullar.
So of course on Looney's recommendation, you know, I had to check it out. Shouts out to Erblin for the translation. He said that this is one of the hardest and deepest rap tracks out there, out of Albania. So without further ado, like, comment, subscribe. Let's do this. You know it's going to be deep when police sirens are the first thing you hear. I'm sorry, I had to turn that up because that almost sounded like cinematic. It sounded like a 70s or 80s like cop film. Do you know what I mean? Like this. Surely you understand what I mean by that, like the start of a cop film from the 70s or 80s, surely. Like it's like a back alley, there's like those big industrial bins out, there's smoke on the floor for some reason. There was always smoke on the floor in the 70s. Oh.
Nuk o beef me që ka oj nalt Se gjindja ta ullin, mande I ka oj t'flen Startin vend, qipin loq, haverit flen.
Jesus Christ, even just the first bit of that, like this guy's voice is very loud. But this guy's voice is very striking. Like he must know that he has like quite a dominating voice. You know what I mean? Nuk o beef, like it's not beef to raise your dick because people pin it down and then your dick sleeps. By that he's saying, you know, there's people out there stronger than you.
Yeah. Nuk o beef me që ka oj nalt Se gjindja ta ullin, mande I ka oj t'flen Startin vend, qipin loq, haverit flen Bifo, kur nuk t'nzen vendi ven Kana im cool dhe I sa s'bot gjoh Por nëse ndodh ather, ma mirë shpirtin shoh
Jesus Christ, I can see what Erblin meant now by it's deep. Because it's the way that he's put this. Like starting place, jeep in the mud, your friend sleeps, beef is when you have nowhere to go. Like beef is when you can't even be in the place that you're from because there's so many people that either want you dead or that want to do something to you. You know, put you in the back of a car and drive real far or some shit. But you know, you've got nowhere to go. You can't even go around your friend's house because, you know, you don't want to bring the beef to their front door. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's police or rivals.
Kana im cool dhe I sa s'bot gjoh Por nëse ndodh ather, ma mirë shpirtin shoh Mjedhi sendet le hip-hopin se nuk t'vyn send mo Se ka njerës që t'bom këtë pun me bo Bifo kur I qan burat e sta falin Nuk o me vra njerin si instrumentalin Se vin me instrumentet kallin Beef nuk ka në për spota me dhe zbarin
Jesus! It's not the same to kill a man as it is to kill the instrumental. So he's basically saying like he's trying to, like, I guess he's explaining the difference between hip-hop beef and real beef. Like with all these rap, oh my days, that must be it. So that's what Looney meant. Like you want beef, listen to Beef by Singullar. Like he's basically saying there, like, if you want beef, go listen to that song because you need to understand that hip-hop beef is not the same as beef, real beef on the streets. Oh my God. Like for me personally, to have that like revelation, that's sick. And the fact that if I hadn't have listened to the marathon freestyle, I wouldn't have got that. Bro, everything's coming together, let's go.
Se ka njerës që t'bom këtë pun me bo Bifo kur I qan burat e sta falin Nuk o me vra njerin si instrumentalin Se vin me instrumentet kallin. Beef nuk ka në për spota me dhe zbarin. Beef o krejt tjetër story. Kur ndrosh me jarana ndritare, me boroje. E ndin vetën qka pun prej loje. Knockout, si kur ngullesh mall, folje.
Jesus Christ. This actually genuinely is like quite deep, like the way that he's putting it across as well. This is almost like something that somebody wrote in prison or that somebody recorded from prison. Like just the emotions and the feelings that are going along with it. This is somebody that's taken their time to really deep and think about what it is like to be out on the streets and to have real beef, as opposed to these people that are faking it. Like it's not beef to just smoke weed in your videos. This is the thing that I was saying about like Marvin and Don Johnny, like these people having like bare guns in their videos when really you don't want that smoke in real life. Do you know what I mean? When Marvin's at one of his shows or Don Johnny's like at the Revolution Club, you don't want to see it get shot up because you don't want it in real life. So there's no need to put it in your hip hop shit. You don't know what beef is, let's go.
Testa falin, nuk kom me vran njerin si instrumentalin. Se vin me instrumentet kallin. Beef nuk ka në për spota me dhe zbarin. Beef o krejt tjetër story. Kur ndrosh me jarana ndritare, me boroje. E ndin vetën qka pun prej loje. Knockout, si kur ngullesh mall, folje. Njerës që bojnë numra, para ma halës tu qu mesazha me pluma. Bifo kur prej gojes tonë dhe del shkuma. Prej temes dalim fjalt me tregu që nëse zgat pa qo puna. Po pe thëm me krejt bindje. Bifo kur nuk guxon me dal për dit lindje.
Oh my days, Jesus Christ. Beef, oh my God. And the fact that when he like switched up the flow a little bit, like the alliteration in that was fire, and I like how he just added that in there because it's a little bit of flair on something that doesn't need it. Like this is just straight rap and all this needs is the words, but he's still managing to put a bit of his own personality and flair into it, you know? I like that. But the fact that he said beef is when you're scared to go out on your birthday, bro, it's so real. And Pluma, obviously from the other track that we checked out, I forgot his name, One Girl to Pluma.
Para ma halës tu qu mesazha me pluma. Bifo kur prej gojes tonë dhe del shkuma. Prej temes dalim fjalt me tregu që nëse zgat pa qo puna. Po pe thëm me krejt bindje. Bifo kur nuk guxon me dal për dit lindje. Kur t'vin njerës të shpia me t'bozile. Bifo kur nuk mbesin shumë zgjidhje. Haro Twitterin kur t'kërset dajaki. Instagramin përdore me kallzu që shpët del gjaki. Bifo kur t'ngret gjaki. Baba dimnat me altia tu t'hika o gjaki.
And I've heard MC Grasher talk about Santa as well, and I think it was in Duja Mi Duja where he spoke about gifts like Santa, something like that. Like, and I think I made the analogy back then that it was like they'll get in your home by any means necessary. Do you know what I mean? Like even if they have to come through the chimney and they're bringing gifts. Don't piss me off. Forget Twitter when you get beaten up. Use Instagram just to tell how your blood's coming out. Like, you should only be using these social medias and shit. You should only be using these things for like when absolutely necessary. Do you know what I mean? These are tools to talk to people. They're not tools for you to, you know, show off. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what he's saying by it anyway.
Instagramin përdore me kallzu që shpët del gjaki. Bifo kur t'ngret gjaki. Baba dimnat me altia tu t'hika o gjaki. Nuk o bif kur t'kom plaki. Bifo ma shumë kur ti kom plakit. E aje ko.
Oh my God. And how real is that, bro? How real is that? It's not beef when your dad cries to you. Beef is more when you cry to your dad. How real is that, bro?
Kryp ndorë t'u lëshu zo. Tu ta bo q'kam ki bo, s'po kom q'ka me bo. Yeah. Nuk o bif me që ka rinelt. Se gjindja ta ullin, mande i ka ojt flen. Startin vend, gjipin lëq, haverit flen. Bifo kur nuk t'nzen vendi vend.
Jesus Christ. Like, to say that was only 2.5 minutes with a hook either side. So you're talking like less than 2 minutes of rapping. He managed to pack a lot into that. Like he packed a lot into that. That was hard. That whole thing was hard, bro. Like just the story that he told and the way that he managed to tell it from like loads of different perspectives as well. It wasn't all just one story. It was like several different ways that this can happen, or that several different feelings that you might be feeling, or several different consequences for certain actions. Like he managed to pack a lot in. And that end bit as well, like beef isn't when your dad cries to you, it's when you cry to your dad saying, you know, there's nothing I can do now. It's out of my hands. Jesus, like real beef is when it's gone too far and there's nothing you can do. There's no apologies, there's no recompense, there's no white flags, there's no, can we sort this out? Like, beef is done. And you see these hip hop beefs, like, I don't give a shit who it is, like Kanye and Drake or whoever it is, like, they're just hip hop beefs. Do you know what I mean? They're not actually gonna do anything to each other. And this is why I'm saying, if Vince and Stealth really are about that life, then Marvin needs to let it be known to those two that he only wants this hip hop beef. Do you know what I mean? And even if it is real beef, you know, don't do it. For every single reason that Singullar just mentioned, don't do it. It's not worth it. Everybody's got kids nowadays, you know what I mean? And if you don't have kids, you've still got family. Everybody's still got people that care about them. So no more violence. Let's just do the damn thing properly. Let's all make money. That's what it's about. Jesus, no more internet beefs, no more hip hop beefs, no more nothing. Let's just play nice. TeddyGreyOnStuff.